Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Mark Maloney is in your news talking about justice has been done because of a default judgment. Like I said to you, you should take a little bit of law. A default judgment means that the defendant didn't even bother to show up. And if this is a multi-million-dollar lawsuit and the defendant didn't even bother to show up, it is telling you that the defendant has nothing to lose. The defendant has nothing to lose. When you don't have anything to lose, you don't show up at a gunfight. You just don't show up. Okay, so he lost at his own game because Mark Maloney, when he gets all that cheap or free land in Barbados and he set up a company, it's legit according to Barbadian laws and rules and regulations. It's legit. So he sets up his company and he gets free or cheap land and he sells to poor people in Barbados for exorbitant amounts. Small houses that they look as though they're government built houses, but they're built by Mark Maloney. Okay, all packed up together. You can hear the neighbor talking. You can hear when the neighbor sneezes. You can hear when they flush the toilet, and he's selling you those houses that he just stacked together on free or cheap land. And that is how he is in the paper talking about he's handling millions, but he's handling the millions from poor people in Barbados. Poor people in Barbados who want to have a home. Poor people in Barbados who wants to come online and be comfortable and to say, well, it's new. It's not an old shallow house. I have a new home. He plays on that game in Barbados and the game in America he got caught up in. He lost. He was ripped off in America. Good Vibrations Entertainment and Vaccines. Think about it. Think about it. Good Vibrations Entertainment is who he went to buy vaccines. And now they're saying it was a sham company. It was a sham company. So did he really intend to buy? This is just a question. Did Mark Maloney intend to buy vaccines for people in Barbados, people that he cannot care about you? Remember when Mia Motley was not in power, she was talking about taking him down? Remember that? Mia Motley was talking about taking Mark Maloney down. And since she got into power, she has built him up just like the other governments. They built up these people to rip you off. And then, I'm just assuming that they're kickbacks. They're favors. Okay? So he did what he is accustomed doing in Barbados. He came to the United States, but he probably didn't come. I don't know if he was there physically, but he tried a scheme in America and he got ripped off. The guy went to strip clubs. The guy spent the money all kinds of ways, gave money to his family, threw away the money. The money is gone. A default judgment. That's all he can do. A default judgment because the defendant didn't show up. And it's a civil matter. No one's going to go to jail. It's a civil matter. So what's he say? Oh, I'm going to go after their, what did he say? Their estate. When you go after someone's, you go after their money. You try to find out what they own and you go after their assets. He said, well, Alex, the guy's name is Alex. The guy that ripped him off, his name is Alex. Remember when Alex Bishop in Barbados was asking him a question and he started to scream and he ran to the police? The one that ripped him off in the United States, his name too is Alex Lee Moore of Good Vibrations Entertainment. He got ripped off by an Alex in America. But where was I? Yeah, I can't remember where I was. But yeah, I'm wondering if he, like I was saying, it's an entertainment. How does Good Vibrations Entertainment and Vaccines mesh? He didn't go to a pharmaceutical company. He didn't go to a governmental body. He went to Good Vibrations Entertainment to buy vaccines or for them to source vaccines. What if he and Alice Moore were planning on doing whatever they were going to do with that money. Was it government money or was it his money? I don't know. It's probably his money. That's why he's suing. But what if they were planning to rip off his company or to do whatever they were supposed to be doing with that money? Because it was 4,000 to Alex and 2,000 to someone else. So it's over 6 million. I'm sorry, I'm saying 1,000,000. 4 million to Alex and 2 to someone else. $6.2 million lost. But what if it was some other scheme that was being planned in the United States and Alex and the other person ran off with the money? He got ripped off. What he does to the poor, what Mark Maloney does to poor people in Barbados happened to him in the United States. It happened to him in the United States. You have to always remember that if someone is wealthy, they're taking your money. They're taking your money. Okay? You can't work to be wealthy. They start to steal and take your money. Okay? So always remember that. You see, you need to keep life simple. Just keep it simple, okay? Don't complicate it with a lot of long talk or whatever. Keep life simple. If he has a whole lot of money that he could throw away, $6 million in the United States to some company for vaccines, he had it to lose. And if he had that to lose, it means in Barbados, he's taking your money. He's taking your money, and the government is allowing it. The government is allowing him to take your money. And whose money is he taking? From poor people. He's taking money. Mark Maloney is taking money from poor people in Barbados who deserve better housing, more money, more house for the money that they pay for the houses. They deserve more house and more benefits for their money than they're getting. They're being ripped off. People in Barbados who want better for their lives, who want better for their children, are being ripped off by people like Mark Maloney. Okay? So when he comes into the States with that mentality, when you move out of that area of Barbados and you come into the bigger domain with that mentality, you're going to get swallowed up. There's no justice from a default judgment. There's no justice from a default judgment when someone is not showing up. If someone is not showing up, that's them sticking the finger in your face. Both fingers are in your face. They have nothing to lose. The only people who show up to court are people who don't want you to come and take their car. They don't want you to intervene in their savings. They need to protect their assets. Someone that has nothing, don't show up in court. They will not show up in court. And even within the dissertation and even within the, when you do the depositions and every understatements that the same Alex made on the stand when he did show up initially, he said that money is gone. I bought my girls and I did this in the strip clubs and I did that here and there, and I gave away, when I got that money, I gave away $2 million right away. $2 million. Oh, that 4 was gone right away. I gave it to my family. I gave it to the money is gone. The money is gone. Mark Maloney got ripped off at his own game. He needs to stay in his own sandbox in Barbados. Stay in that sandbox in Barbados. You got ripped off. Mark Maloney, I'm looking at your photo right now. Mark Maloney, you got ripped off in the United States. You got ripped off. Who goes to an entertainment company? Who goes to an entertainment company to buy vaccines? Good Vibrations Entertainment. Who will go to that particular outfit to buy vaccines? And now you're here. It was a fraud company. It was a sham company. It just existed to rip people off. Good for you. Good for you. And he's showing up in today's news. Justice has been done. Justice has been done from a default judgment. A default judgment. Someone that doesn't give a F about you. Your money is gone. and they're gone on their way for the next caper. You think that's justice? There's no justice. You got ripped off. Mark Maloney, you got ripped off at your own game. Stay in your sandbox in Barbados. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.